Hello! I just wanted to do a quick video of our natural childbirth story, which I was going to blog about and haven't had time, but I promised. And I would like a record for myself too, so I just wanted to give a quick recap of how everything happened with the birth of baby Augustine. If you've been following my blog, you know that I was overdue, and I was due on October 25th. It was a Tuesday, and he just wasn't ready. He was just content to stick it out in there. And so the doctor said he was going to induce me on Thursday, but he came on his own, which was an amazing experience because it was, talk about 11th hour, really down to the wire. But what happened is that on Wednesday night, I had my bag packed, ready to go, sitters all lined up, and then I had gone to church just to pray and just, gather my thoughts. And then about 3 in the morning on Thursday morning, I woke up and I was not feeling well. I had a lot of pressure, contractions, cramps, and that wasn't really unusual. I had had this false labor for like 3 weeks, so I just figured, here it is again. But I got up because it was enough where I was uncomfortable and did some laundry, cleaned the bathroom, just tried to, pick up the house a little bit, and they started getting stronger and they weren't going away. So I just kind of stuck it out, and then about 6 in the morning, when we normally wake the boys up for school, that's when I was really feeling some good, strong, intense contractions. And for me, I had not labored a lot on my own. I've had 3 kids before, but each one's different. Every labor is different. Every story is different. But normally I would just go to the hospital, get my epidural, and I didn't have a lot of my own contractions. So I was learning to breathe. I was texting my friend, and she was kind of helping me breathe through and say, because I was not breathing, and she said, you just have to get into a pattern and learn. And so the boys were up, and I was trying to not act like I was in intense pain when I would get these contractions. And my son Garrett, my 5-year-old, noticed, and it was just his tender heart, the sweetest thing. He was like, Mom, can I rub your belly? Or do you want me to help you walk downstairs? So it was exciting because they knew that Augustine was coming. But, and I was excited because I did not want to have Pitocin, and I knew if I was induced that was what the plan was. So my mom came over about 7 and just said go, and she took the boys to school, got to the hospital. We checked in about 7:30, and I was already 5 centimeters dilated, so that was exciting for me. I knew that my body, this was a real thing. We were making progress, and it was so great to not be hooked up to anything. I could feel my legs, I could walk around, I could go to the bathroom. I had no sensation of being drugged up or tired or bored. I was just really engaged, and Jim was right there with me. And it's amazing to me in the previous childbirth experiences that I had that I never took the time to research that. I just took for granted that you go to the hospital, you get an epidural, the doctors do their thing, and it's fine. And it always has been. But for something so monumental, it just made me regret that I didn't have that experience before, because it's easier on the baby, it's better for the mom, your body is equipped to know what to do, and I experienced that, thankfully. And so when I started having contractions in the hospital, we would walk, and Jim would help me, and he was great. And then I had my music, which I listened to in the transition time, which is the hardest time, where I would have a contraction and think, I don't know if I can do this, or I need help. And I just wanted to lay there and took every ounce of my being to just concentrate on getting through that contraction. But then you regroup and you think, okay, I can do this. And so about 11:30, the doctor broke my water. And then shortly after that, I was 9.5, and that was the toughest part of the labor because I wanted to push. And I had never had that sensation really before either, because I had an epidural. And so they'd say, it's time to push. I'd say, okay, I'd push, and there he was. But that sensation was unbelievable. And so then they said, just wait a minute, wait a second, and then it was time. And I pushed one giant, long, big push, and there he was. And he was 9 pounds, 1 ounce, 20 1/4 inches long, and all the fingers and toes, and perfectly healthy, and after 4 years of prayers and tears and this journey that we've been on. So it was great, and I definitely highly recommend it, and it is doable. That's what's great about it. And even that night, I could tell that I felt better. I wasn't groggy. Even my healing, I think, was improved. So overall, it was a great experience. I definitely recommend it. And this is our little guy, who will be 2 weeks tomorrow, baby Augustine. And he's just listening to me talk about him already. I don't know if you can see him there. but he's growing along quite good. And I'm nursing, and that's going well, and it's just a juggling act. Caroline is taking her nap now, so it's working, but we're just taking it day by day. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your prayers, your comments, your support, your emails. I've shared a lot over the last couple years, and it is a vulnerable feeling, but it feels good to know that there's support and that there's other people that can relate, and that we are a family, that we share our prayers. So that's all. Thank you, and we'll keep you posted on the blog. Bye for now. Bye-bye.